Creating your own space in this big, bold world, how difficult do you think it is? I think everyone's answer to this question would be different, because till we are in school, life presents us a bed of roses where everyone is out there to support us, to help us grow. But as soon as we walk out of the school and see the real world, we realize that there are more thorns than roses. And it's actually when we learn to work on those thorns and beyond those thorns to get to the roses, that is what defines us and that is what defines our success. So, hello everyone. Welcome to yet another episode of Renaissance with Swati. And today I have with me a beautiful young woman who has recently graduated from the Delhi University in computer science, Saumya Singhal. She'll be sharing her journey on whether she has found her roses or she's still walking on those thorns. Hi, Saumya. How are you?
Hi, I'm good and thank you for having me on your podcast.
Thank you, Soumya. So before we start, I'd like to say a few lines about your introduction. Soumya is a graduate in computer science from Delhi University. She's also interned at the admission branch of the DU, and she was also part of the event, the Centenary event, in which PM Modi was the chief guest. Apart from that, in her normal times, her passions are graphic designing, then social media handling. She's also done some gigs in digital marketing and social media handling and graphic designing. She also loves art, reading fictions, exploring new cuisines, and exploring any new thing that comes in her way. And she also loves to give motivational talks to her juniors. So, Soumya, would you like to tell anything more about yourself?
Yes, adding to your introduction, I have recently graduated from DU and it's been a journey, it's been an adventurous journey, and the ups and downs which we face in our life, that is actually we see after the school. That is the main life we start looking after the school, because in the school it is so a protected environment, and when you come to the college you get to see how the real world is. So
Right,
yeah.
right. Okay. So, like I said, the transition from school to college, and then now you'll be transitioning from college to your job. How has it been for you, transitioning from school to college, if we talk about only that part first? How difficult was
Yeah.
that for you?
So as I said, the environment in school is very protected, and we have a very fixed curriculum, and everything is fixed. Like you have to go to the next class, you know which class you have to go. The curriculum is fixed, and you know what things you have to do, what time you are returning home. But coming to the college, it's completely different. The subjects you are studying, the people you are facing, and when it comes to college, first thing that comes to our mind is people, friends.
Right,
Will I have good
does.
friends? What kind of people will I have? So that was a task to meet good people, have a fun group, and learning new things. And
Mm-hmm.
what college gives you is the freedom of trying whatever you like. For example, I was into arts. I was
Okay,
also excited about doing marketing stuff, although I was
okay.
in the non-med stream.
Mm-hmm.
So that is the opportunity given by the college to me. I can explore myself in the societies. So that
Right,
transition
right.
is challenging, but sometimes disappointing, because in college you don't have spoon feeding. You have to do everything on your own. You have to explore yourself,
Right,
and there are also ups and downs. People
right.
will reject you, and you might get accepted in the societies and by the people. So that was a very adventurous uh, experience.
Nice, nice. So, as you said, that venturing out into different societies. So, sometimes we miss out on those things while we are in school, right? And we try to explore all those opportunities in college. So, which all societies did you explore, and how did that made you as a person?
So, everyone in my family is very much curious about stock market and trading. So, I
Okay.
was literally a noob about stock market. So, I joined a society of trading. And then I got to know how it works, learning the theoretical side as well as the
Mm,
practical side. And then we were all of the same knowledge level. So, we
mm-hmm.
explored how to read the charts and making the content. Apart from this, I
Nice.
also tried my hands on the marketing society, like how
Okay.
the pre-sales works
Hmm.
in the industry and
Right.
how we actually present the product, how we ideate it, making PPTs, sort of the
Nice.
corporate side of the
Nice.
stuff
Nice.
that we
Nice.
explored in that.
That is really nice. So, like you said, you also were a part of the event where PM Modi was the chief guest. Would you like to tell more about what was the event
Yes.
all about and what was the role all about in that event?
So I had basically taken up an internship at admission branch at DU. So through that internship, I got the opportunity to be a part of that event. So
Mm-hmm.
basically, we were representing the academic block of the DU, but our mentors were the uh, deans of admission. So
Okay.
how it
Okay.
started was that a few of us were very much interested in graphics, and our main work was actually involved into graphics. So we were very
Okay.
happy that yes, we are getting something apart from the
Right.
admission work, and we'll be have to make some interesting things. So
Hmm.
ideating the things, putting up the stalls, how our stalls should look, everything was given to us, and we were the ones who were doing it. So first we were
Nice.
ideating what topic we can have on the sustainable environment,
Mm-hmm.
what
Okay.
ideas we could put,
Okay.
then making the posters for not only our stall but also
Mm-hmm.
overseeing the other stalls. So basically, it was a whole experience of how events are actually handled in the societies or in the organizations.
Right.
And
Right.
that was actually a very wholesome experience because
Hmm.
not only were we a part of that admission interns, but we were
Mm-hmm.
also given opportunity to explore how the teachers are working. Not
Okay.
only the
Okay.
department they were studying, but they
Okay.
were also involved in other things. So that was a very
That
eye-opener experience.
right. So I feel that gave you a holistic experience. And
Yes.
what I feel is that somewhere this is something we should have gotten in schools.
I think that is missing from the school only. In school, we are very much into only one type of field and we are not given the opportunity to explore the other fields. Plus, the
Hmm.
teachers are only coming to teach us. They don't tell us that you should learn graphic designing or you should learn the life skills. What we
Hmm.
talk about that you
Hmm.
should have the skills for
Right.
the job, that should be
Right.
inculcated from the school only.
Hmm.
They should be given the importance as well, along with the curriculum that is set by the teachers.
Yeah.
That actually reminds me of Kidzania. There's a concept of Kidzania
Yes.
for kids.
Yes.
So I
Yes.
believe that should be something for the elder kids also, like the people of our age, like 18 to 20.
Hmm.
They should also be
Right.
given something of the concept of Kidzania because we won't know if that's our cup of tea until we try it.
Of
And
course.
we are
Of
not given
course.
so much time or opportunity to explore all the fields. Like whatever our parents are saying, do BTech, do doctor. So we are going into those fields only. So
Right.
we should
Right.
be given a chance to explore the other fields as well, which actually not everyone gets a chance to do in college as well. Some of
Right.
my friends are very much dedicated to go into the army field, so they didn't do
Okay.
anything except preparing for those exams.
Okay.
So I
Okay.
think
Okay.
that should be something that
Yeah.
could be inculcated into our curriculum.
Nice, nice. And I so resonate with the Kidsania point because a few years back, when I was looking back at my journey, I also learned about Kidsania, that there is a concept where kids can go and explore and be a pilot for a few hours, be a fire engine expert for a few hours. And I was also thinking that, yes, we should also get those chances in school, to be a particular stream guy for at least few hours so that we
And
get
that
to know
sounds
hands
so
on.
interesting. Exactly.
Exactly.
That is so interesting. And even if it's not our cup of tea, we are actually getting to experience something. That is what
Exactly.
matters.
Right.
Even if we talk about graphic designing, what comes into our mind is graphics and like making pictures and stuff. But it is beyond that. In the same way, if I talk about consulting is not only about giving the advices to the clients, it's
Mm-hmm.
much more deeper than that. So
Of
I think
course.
that only comes to our knowledge when we experience it or when someone who is into it gives us a bigger picture about it.
Right. So, like you said, that you have a lot of passions beyond your computer designing, and I think that is that you'll be taking up as a profession, right? So, what do you think is your passion, and what do you think is your profession, and how can you bring a good mix of it?
So I believe my passion is somewhere around the designing and creative and art part. And my career is sort of a bit professional things which we go into the IT industry. That is what I'm picturing right now. But we don't know about the next 5 years. But
Yes.
to have a mix of it is necessary according to me, because it's very crucial to find interest and fun in what you are doing as a career as
Of
well.
course,
But
of
keeping
course.
something as a passion, like
Mm-hmm.
something as a hobby which you are enjoying and it doesn't concern with your career, is also necessary.
Exactly.
If someone asked me to do a drawing or a painting in a
Mm-hmm.
time frame, I would never be able to enjoy it. But if I'm
Right,
doing it as a hobby, it would
right.
actually give me enjoyment and I would actually love to do it. So I
Of
think that
course.
should be a demarcation in our career and passion.
Yeah. So, when if we talk about college phase again, then Soumya, would you like to tell, how college atmosphere is?
Yes. Uh, in school, it was very casual. Like if I am sitting with one person, he becomes my friend, and that friends go on till the 12th class.
Right,
We are meeting the
right.
same people in school, but in college, the background of students, from where they're coming and what kind of people you're meeting, that is in a huge variety.
Mm-hmm.
And just describing that person is good or bad in first meeting is very difficult in college.
Right.
And the peer pressure is definitely a thing. Whether the peer pressure gives you a good impact or bad impact, that is different. But peer
Exactly.
pressure is actually real. For
Hmm.
example, in the initial semesters of our college, we were asked to bunk classes.
Oh,
So that is, yeah, we were actually very much into bunking the classes. I mean, that is actually a part of college. Bunking is necessary. Otherwise, your college experience is not complete. So we used to bunk classes and go out, miss the lectures. And but I felt that was actually leading a bad impact on my studies. So I then started separating out from that part of the
mm-hmm.
college. But
Mm-hmm.
sometimes the peer pressure also leads to a good impact.
Okay.
For example, when you are in school, you are very much into a comfort zone. But coming out of that comfort zone is very important for us, and maybe friends play a crucial part in that, taking you out
Right.
of the comfort zone, pushing you to your limits. That is very important, and I guess only the good friends would do that for you,
Mm-hmm.
because friends are all also your competitors, and
Mm-hmm.
everyone wants to do good in their life. But pulling
Exactly.
down your friends would mean bad on them as well, and that would actually create problems. So identifying a good friend and bad friend is
Right,
also important.
right, right. So what do you think, in how does it affect you in terms of your mental health?
I think demarcating between toxic and non-toxic people is actually something that comes from within and from experiences.
Mm-hmm.
So we do make mistakes and we do learn from them. So I think what motivates us to become better is not taking your peers as your competition, and not you know learning along with them but not fighting against them is something you can do. Do better for yourself, make
Right,
yourself your
right,
competitor and
right,
not the other
right.
people. That would actually make you also happy and the other person also happy. If you're competing against the other person,
Mm-hmm.
then it's actually disturbing for you, and mental health would actually be very crucial at this
Right.
stage, because it's very much pressure of being on the top of the class, getting things done, completing the assignments, giving the best. But if you're doing it for yourself and you know that I have to do it on
Mm.
my own, not for other person, so that would actually help us out.
Nice, nice. Very good perspective. So somewhere that you mentioned that, marks. So now that your official education is over, what do you think about this whole marks thing that has been put onto us? We have to be the best, we have to come number one, we have to score the good numbers. Now that your college and school education is over, what do you think about all these pressure of getting good marks?
That's actually a very good question because marks is something that is overhyped in college, I feel. More than marks, like marks are equally important, but more than marks, what is important is our skills and our personality. I have seen
Mm-hmm.
people failing in the placement committees for the
Mm-hmm.
interviews because they
Mm-hmm.
were not able to communicate perfectly and their personality wasn't able to
Of
resonate with the
course.
interviewer.
Right. Right.
So
Right.
if you are
Right.
getting a good marks or if you are getting the top, you're at the top of the class, that doesn't matter if you don't have the skills and the personality to communicate with the interviewer. So what
Mm-hmm.
if I were to go
Mm-hmm.
back into 3 years of college and do something differently? I
Right.
would definitely focus on other things as well
Mm-hmm.
apart from the curriculum,
Mm-hmm.
because when you are in third year or second year, you get to know how to bring marks, how to get the marks. You get
Exactly.
to know how to study, the
Exactly.
way of studying and getting
Mm-hmm.
marks. So after that, you have to figure out your future and learn skills which are actually important for you to get a job. Because
Nice.
nowadays, marks don't get you job. Even if you are the topper of the college, that won't
Exactly.
actually matter. So
Exactly.
that is really important. Competing in other activities is more positive than the uh, academic competition, I feel. College is giving you a safe space for that. In the society, everyone is your friend. In the
Mm-hmm.
classroom, everyone is your friend. So try to put out yourself and do the PPT discussion things where
Mm-hmm.
everyone is your classmate, and if you
Mm-hmm.
even fumble, no one would laugh at you. So that
Right.
is the stage to actually perceive yourself as a orator and work on your skills.
Nice, nice, nice. So what do you think, Saumya? Uh, the Saumya that is today and the Saumya that was 3 years back when she joined college, what would you say how much different it is or how much similar it is? She
I
is.
think I have changed a lot because even my friends tell me that I was a very much introvert person when I first started the college, and now I have changed into a very much better person in terms of communicating. I was really an introvert, and I only had conversation with a few bunch of people. I was from the
Mm,
start, and now I am sort of in terms of talking, I'm with everyone at par. So
right, right.
that is how college helps you to build your personality, to build your communication skills. And not only in terms of communication, if we talk about
Nice.
the knowledge level or the skills,
Mm-hmm.
that has also increased from what I had experienced in school life.
Nice.
In school, we
Nice.
were very much a bit of subjects which we were given, and
Mm-hmm.
the 2 3 curricular activities which we are usually
Exactly.
into. But in college,
Exactly.
we actually, for example, my friend is doing something new, so
Mm-hmm.
then I get
Mm-hmm.
to know about it and I try my hands on that as well. So
Right,
that was
right.
that helped a lot.
So
And then you're meeting
experimenting.
exactly.
Right.
And then you're meeting different people from different backgrounds. So that is actually a plus point. You get to know
Right.
about it.
Right.
You go to different places. You travel alone. That is the main
Right.
thing. In
Right.
school, we
Right.
are into school buses. You're traveling through school buses and vans.
Right.
And now we are
Right.
traveling alone.
Right.
So
The
it does.
independence.
Yes, the confidence, the independence, and the ability to find the thing, whether it is good or bad for you, that also
Mm-hmm.
develops. So I think
Nice.
that has
Nice.
actually created a vast difference in my personality as well.
So, when you transitioned from school to college, you created your own space in college amongst all the people from the various diverse backgrounds, right? Now, again, you'll be transitioning to a new phase and you'll again have to create your own space. How confident are you for that?
Similar, yeah, and it's very much similar to the college transition only. But
Mm-hmm.
it's a very mixed feeling of nervousness plus excitement, I would say.
Right.
Nervousness because you are going into a different environment where you have to
Mm-hmm.
act professional, and
Mm-hmm.
you may or may not have your friends over there and totally
Of
new
course.
people.
Of course.
Exactly the same feeling we
Mm-hmm.
get when we join the college.
Mm.
What kind of people are we going to face? Are they going to
Right.
like us or not?
Right.
What kind of
Right.
mentor I am getting? So that is something. I'm very nervous about, but also excited because finally I'm getting to live that adulting part which we talk about. Yeah,
Yeah.
getting to
And
earn money. And being true to yourself is very much important in corporate life as well. Because if you are involved in the corporate politics, or if you get some mishap or something, that should not bother your
right.
personality, or that should not bother your self-esteem. I feel that is something we learn through the journey of corporate
Hmm.
life. I mean, I'm
Right.
yet to experience that,
Right.
but
No, you will
it's
learn
a
a lot of things. There will be a lot of thorns, but yes, you'll have to find your own bed of roses over there. And I think you can do that. I'm confident about it.
Thank you so much. It actually gives me relief listening to it that corporate life is not as much difficult as we see, and it's quite easy to flow through the whole journey.
So, lastly, what would be your advice to the all the young students out there who are stepping from schools to colleges? What is your advice for them?
That not that focus not only on the academic part of your college but also on the other part. The life outside college is actually very crucial for us to experience, because that is what builds us and prepares us for the corporate life or whatever career we are
Hmm.
choosing. And it's really important for us to explore the paths, because college is the only opportunity we have got to do all those things. And investing in good skills and identifying what skills you like, and I would say join as many societies as you want, because the more number of new people you are meeting, the more confident you feel about communication, and
Right,
more confident we feel about how things are going and how we have to build ourselves and prepare ourselves for the
right.
future challenges. So I feel getting that exposure in college is very crucial.
That's wonderful. That's really wonderful. Thank you so much, Soumya. You're such a young woman and hearing such good thoughts from you. You've only seen college life till now and you're yet to experience the bigger challenges of life. And you seem so confident about yourself. You seem so confident about going through those journey, learning through that journey, and it makes me feel so, so proud of you. Thank you, Soumya. Thank you so much. It was an absolute delight talking to you, and thanks for being my guest. Have a good day.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.